Alright, Hydra, my man. Okay, we're gonna go over basically the build I want you to do. It's just gonna be an extra safe, two-rater expand, and we're gonna talk a little bit about the map at the same time. So, worker out to the ramp really quickly, about 40 gold on this map, I think. It's more economic to go, I guess you can do it at 50 gold. Generally, it's more economic to go two workers into house, but it's a bit safer to go directly into the house after one worker. So we're gonna do that, and then queue up another worker. I'm sure this is exactly, or build orders are gonna be pretty easy for you once you play them like one or two times. I don't expect anything to be really, I guess, difficult. It's just gonna be I guess just learning the specifics of what's going on in different matchups, and like learning to counter cheeses and stuff like that. So Rack's right after that. We're gonna go up to 11 workers. You can go up to 12, that's a little bit safer, but I think 11 is just better. And with this worker, you can scatter around. I think it's actually just better just to scatter around just in case. So after the Rex finishes, probably I would check like over here, and then just check like this area over here and come right back. I don't think anything too special will happen. There's a cheese that you can do on this side of the map. I'm gonna go for a raider. There's a cheese that you can do where the raider can flash across the map on this side, here to here, and also here to here, and vice versa. But yeah, that's something that is, I don't think it's very likely to happen, but it's just something that's good to know. It could happen, but also probably if you're going for the Rax build, you'll be pretty safe most of the time. So yeah, we're stopping at 11. We're gonna go for 2 raiders, send the raider across the map, and then get a castle at 15 supply. So there is, so actually I guess I should have talked about when certain things would happen. If they're gonna go for a 1-den, their wolf is gonna arrive at your racks just before or just after your raider pops. If that does happen, it's likely gonna be a 1-rack or a 1-den destroy call build. Just generally you want to be try to get any free hits with your raider if possible. You can use a flash to just jump on the wolf and try to get a free hit, and that's fine. And then, but that you don't want that to delay your scout across the map with your raider. So keep your raider, make sure you send your raider across the map, but you can get any free hits with your wolves if you want. But if you do start to see wolves increasing in number by 2, so if it goes from like 1 to 3, 3 to 5, that sort of thing, then you know it's probably a 2-den. Then you're going to pull your raider back, and then also pull your workers. You're still going to get a castle at the same time you would normally get it at 15 supply. But yeah, so that's basically what we want to do against the wolf openings, the beast openings. Am I missing anything? I don't think so. So if it's going to be a Rax opening, you're probably going to high five in the middle of the map. So either here or here. What I would do is check both sides. You're probably going to go. You're probably going to be a little bit faster. If that does happen, or if you do see a raider, I would just A move once, have them like hit each other once, and then just back off, and then try to get a scout going around, like either going around the top way or the bottom way. So like over here, probably on this map, probably go down the bottom way over here. We're gonna unpause. We're gonna take the castle over here, and this would normally just be a scout. And then with the second raider, you put that across the map as well. This is just scouting. Really important just not to lose the raiders at all. And then third raider before you resume any sort of worker production. So this is a CPU, so I'm not going to do anything really fancy let's see, but you do continue worker production. I'll show you this jump while we're waiting. I guess I can jump this way. It's a little finicky, so it's not like super easy to do. And you want to queue up another raider. You want to bring 5 workers, not 4, over to your main base and continue queuing workers like so. So what you can do is from here, you can flash over. Oops. This is a little bit finicky. You can flash over here. I think you can do it over here this way as well. But it is not. There we go. So this is something I would like you to practice. It's not exactly the easiest thing. But yeah, so you're going to be continually making raiders up to 5. I think is the best. It's just really safe. We didn't talk about mech. If they are going to go mech, essentially what you want to do is you're against a good opponent. You're probably not going to be able to get the first Gatling gun, but you might. It's unlikely though. It takes 4 hits for a raider to kill a Gatling gun, so keep that in mind. You can try to 2-shot it with 2 raiders, or you can wait until 4 and 1-shot it if you want. But the general idea when you're playing with raiders against mech is you want to be just annoying. You know, you can attack their building, so like their house and their workshop. That's probably going to be part of the wall to force them to mess up their auto repair. And then with your first raider, generally you want to flash in, try to attack the worker that's going to be building a castle at the front, and just try to do a little bit of damage. But you don't want to be losing raiders at all. Raiders, you want to keep them. If against racks, you just want to be basically just chilling. You don't want to be trading. You want to make sure that they have a natural base. Generally, most people will get their natural at the front of the base on this map because of this pocket natural being really easy to defend, but that's not necessarily always the case. So I would, against racks, just be cautious of anything and make sure they do have a base, a natural base, and then after that you're totally fine. You'll be fine. Against beast, you just want to be keeping your raiders alive, but also attacking as frequently as possible. So get a shot off, move back, get a shot off, move back, that sort of thing. If you get trapped, you just flash away, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so we're gonna go up to 24 here. We're gonna stop workers to get a really quick third. So that's gonna be 7 here, 7 here, and then we're gonna grab a third base really quickly at 24 supply. Yeah, 24 supply, castle goes down, and we're not going to resume any worker production, just to be extra safe. We're just gonna, so this is going to be our 5th raider, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to add racks number 2, and obviously you're going to be trying to do some micro with these raiders, trying to do whatever. Racks number 3 is a tower. This is a CPU. And then racks number 4. So this is the setup, essentially. And then you resume. I would probably do, it depends on what you scout, but if you want to be really safe, probably go for the archers first, rather than continuing worker production. But it doesn't have to be that way. And then from here you just play a macro game. You want to send your workers across. So on this map you can put these 2 additional racks anywhere you like. I would actually recommend you put them, all of them actually on the high ground in the main or the natural, or the main or the pocket natural, just because they're harder to scout and you don't want them to scout it. If you are playing against racks, you might want to be put your racks over here, just to in the flash spots, so that they don't get a free scout across. And then you're just gonna play a macro game from here, essentially. Just gonna go for additional racks or additional units. Don't get supply blocked, that sort of thing. Yeah, so depending on what you scout with your raiders, it's gonna be. It depends on what you scout with your raiders, what you want to prioritize. And I think As long as you don't lose any raiders, you should be totally fine. Let me think. So this would be really good, valid against Rax and also Beast play, and I think you'll be good in a macro game against against players. You'll be totally fine. The only issue is if you are gonna play against a mech player, which I don't think. Who are you playing against, by the way? Let me just double check. You're playing against Speedy Mozart, so there is a chance. I don't think it's very high that something like that would happen, but if it does happen, what you're gonna do is after your third base, instead of adding barracks 2, 3, 4, what you're gonna do is add an advanced workshop immediately. Yeah, you're gonna add in. Well, if you want to be really safe, instead of going for a third base, you want to go for advanced workshop first. Actually, I'd recommend that. Yeah. So instead of going for a third base, advanced workshop, house, and then third base. And with the advanced workshop, you want to be getting, if you if you do like scout, and if you see mill, I would recommend going for the ballista first. If you do see instead an advanced workshop, then I would recommend going for a airship first. So airship first, put your 5 raiders into your airship, and then just drop them and try to do some damage right there, while you're keeping an eye out for catadrops. If it is mill, go for the ballista first, just to chase the gyros away and play really safe from there. Get a third base, get your additional racks, and just play from there. And then you were talking about like when do I get my upgrades, when do I get my fourth. Honestly, upgrades are not that good in this game, just percentage wide, or at least for racks, just percentage wise. In like StarCraft 2, like Marines go from like what 6 damage to 7 damage, so they get +1. That's like 20% increase or something ridiculous like that. In this game, it's less than 10%. So for at least Rex units, so it's not quite worth it in my opinion. I would only get it once you're comfortable at like a fourth base and playing from there. With the 4 racks, you should be totally safe against anything normal, or anything with good micro, and of course using workers. So yeah, that's pretty much what I think is best for you. Just we're gonna just lean in onto your mechanics. We're just gonna play a pretty safe build and get to 3 bases really quickly on this map. And then I did talk about the Raider Flash spot on this map, so definitely I would like you to just practice flashing across the bases on both sides for that. And that's pretty much this map. And then I want you to do basically the same build next game as well, on whatever map it happens to be. And yeah, and hopefully with just solid mechanics, it should be a win for us. If you have any questions, let me know. And yeah, let me know if this style of video also works for you, if there's anything you want me to change. Cool, thanks.